Coherent breathing. I know of quite a few people that follow me, that chat to me via Messenger and stories and stuff. Some of my clients and some of my family and friends are really struggling with their mental health at the moment, and there's probably a million reasons for that, but I think it's partly this time of year. It's just shit for a lot of people. And so I thought, rather than just doing another post about something yoga-y, actually what I want to post about is something that is really tangible and concrete that people can use every day to make themselves feel a bit better. And that is coherent breathing. I could bang on about breathing until the cows come home. I could say so much, but I won't, because it's just going to bore people probably. But what you mainly need to know is that your brain interprets your breathing. It's very interested in how you breathe, because without breath you die. And it's very interested in where you're breathing, how you're breathing, what's the ratio of inhale to exhale, how fast are you breathing, and it uses that information to determine how you are. So if you're breathing really fast and really shallow and really rapidly, it's going to interpret threat, because you look like you're panicking about something. And if you're breathing very slow and calmly, your brain's going to interpret calmness and that you're fine, safety. So there's a load of scientists that are a lot more clever than me that looked at optimal breath rates for people and developed something called coherent breathing, which is essentially an inhale for a count of 6 and an exhale for a count of 6. And at that breath rate, it seems to be that the body and the mind are just in some sort of beautiful symphony, where the electronic signals from the heart and the lungs and the nervous system and the gut are all singing together, and it's incredibly soothing. It increases something called heart rate variability, which you don't really need to know too much about. But essentially what you do need to know is it retrains your nervous system to come back into balance. So for someone that's living in fight or flight, or with a dysregulated nervous system, it starts to retrain it. When you do coherent breathing, it feels really calm at the time, and it will help you sleep, and it will set you up for the day and all of that jazz. But actually, when you keep going and you keep doing it, it retrains your nervous system. And one of my teachers did say to me, and I haven't been able to find the science to back this up, but they did say that if you manage to do 20 minutes of coherent breathing for 6 months, it will reduce your biological age by 10 years, which is a big claim, but I was told it, and those people know what they're talking about. I think a lot of illness and problems start from badly oxygenated cells, which start from poor breathing. So if you can learn to breathe properly, it just benefits everything to do with your body and mind. So how do you do it? It's so simple. You just breathe in for a count of 6 and out for a count of 6. There's an app you can get for your phone. I've tried lots of them. This is the one I've settled on. I've helpfully got a new phone, so this is my old phone. So I've got the app on it, which is handy. I can't really show you the picture because it's too small, but it's just called the breathing app. But if you just put breathing app into your app store, there'll be hundreds. But this is what it looks like. You just go down to this little bottom bit here and set your ratio. So mine's set to 6.6 and it's set to 10 minutes. And I'm going to shut up. This is what it sounds like. I actually started breathing in time with that without even trying. So that's a tone. On all of the apps, there's also an option to just look at a ball inflating or deflating, or to look at numbers counting. In an ideal world, you wouldn't do one that's making you look at the screen, because you want to kind of zone the mind out a bit. So that's it. You just lay down, you set your timer for 10 minutes, you breathe in for one tone, you breathe out for another tone. That is coherent breathing. Now, for someone that's got quite an anxious breath or a very rapid breath going already, you might find it quite hard to get to a count of 6. So if that's the case, just hold your breath for the last bit. So what you want to do is start your inhale and start your exhale on the tone. And what you'll find is after a few minutes of breathing, your breath will probably start to soften and it will be a bit easier for you to get to 6 anyway. But with repeated practice, you'll find it really easy to get to 6, or probably find it easy to get to 6. And if you're anything like me, somewhere around minute 5, I'll want to do a big inhale or a stupidly long exhale that goes on for like a count of like 18 or something insane. And I did speak to one of my teachers and said, what is that all about? Should I fight it? And she said, no, it's just your system recalibrating. Don't fight it. Don't do anything that makes you stressed. That's not the point of it. So just do whatever it is you're instinctively wanting to do. One big inhale or one big exhale. And then when you've done that, just return to inhaling for 6 and exhaling for 6. That's it. Oh, breathe through your nose, not your mouth. I mean, if you've got a cold or something, obviously you've got to use your mouth, but ideally breathe through your nose. It's got different receptors. It's far more soothing. That's it. If you have any questions, please let me know. Oh, one last thing. If you are over 6 foot, your breath rate is different. So if that's you and you want to know your breath rate, please just message me and I'll let you know.